After COVID-19, everybody should do blogging. If you can write, you should blog. But many of us do not succeed at blogging because somewhere, somehow, we lack few important elements that play an instrumental role in success of our blog. In this video, without wasting time, I'm going to highlight 12 important things every blogger should keep in mind if they want to become successful, which eventually means they will start making money. So the first thing you see on your screen is, don't worry about covering too many topics because you will never become successful. If you got a macro range of topics you are willing to cover, since you are not an authority and you're probably competing with big giants out there who have been in this blogging business for over a long period of time, you will not become successful. So do not go for a macro niche. Second thing you see on your screen is, choose specific niche, which means focus on specifics. For example, when you talk about cricket as sports, don't cover cricket as a sports overall in your blog. Instead, focus on one particular skill set. How about batting? How about bowling? This way, you are giving yourself a fair chance of making an impact as a blogger. Third thing you see on your screen is, if your content is not informative, if it is not educating your readers and giving them an opportunity to learn something, people will not come back to you. This highlights the importance of creating an awareness, educating your audience. Every time they should learn something, and if they learn something, they will keep coming back to your blog to read new blog posts. The fourth thing you see on your screen is, don't put average content. By average content, I point out to the importance of not having a diversified content which includes pictures and videos. Text only content does not grab interest for over a long period of time. So therefore, people usually leave your blog post and they move on to something else, which is not good for Google because Google counts this as a bounce rate. If people stay on your blog, if it is informative and interesting enough to engage your audience to read all the way till end, you've got to include pictures and videos in your blog post. Fifth thing you see on your screen is, talk about engaging your audience with giveaways. Always give something to your audience. So every second blog post should talk about giving something. Maybe it's access to a free internet tool, maybe sweepstakes and so forth. Try to engage your audience. Give them a reason to keep coming back to you. Sixth thing you see on your screen is, your website needs to be very, very serious, good looking, attractive outlook that highlights your brand. If the website doesn't have basic elements like easy to navigate to other blog posts, perhaps an email newsletter, and then of course giving them a call to action. So every time they read a blog post, they should be able to share it to their different social media platforms. A website needs to depict seriousness about you as a brand. Seventh thing is, even though I have highlighted its importance in the previous point, give your audience a chance to subscribe to your email newsletter because that is one way of sending emails to your potential readers and engaging them and convincing them to keep coming back to your blog post. So if you send bi-monthly email newsletter, perhaps a monthly email newsletter, you are showing yourselves in the minds of your audience, and then they resonate well with you somewhere down the road, perhaps over a period of time, because you are sending them emails, periodic emails. Sending email newsletter, building an email list at first place is a key to successful blogging. Do not underestimate the importance of building an email list. And of course, you can only do it by offering an opt-in form on your blog post, preferably somewhere at a very prominent place, maybe inside individual blog posts. So when people read on the right-hand side somewhere, perhaps on the very top, you can request your audience to subscribe to your email newsletter. Eighth thing you see on your screen is YouTube. YouTube channel resonates well with your branding because it sort of like go hands in hand. So if you got a YouTube channel at the same time you got a blog, by including pictures or embedding YouTube videos, you're giving your users and viewers a chance to click on the YouTube link and then directly go to your YouTube channel. And of course, over there, they can subscribe to your channel, like your video, which eventually gives you an additional source of making an impact and eventually making money, because as your audience grows on your YouTube channel, you'll make money, right? And of course, fame is also a byproduct here. So always create a YouTube channel. Every blogger should have their YouTube channel, and every separate blog post should ideally embed a YouTube video link. So therefore giving readers a chance to go to your YouTube channel and subscribe to your channel as well. Ninth thing is consistency is the key. If you are consistent, you will go far ahead of your competitor. The reason being, many of us potential bloggers, we show a lot of enthusiasm, spark initially, and we write consistently for the first 2 months, but then somehow the passion takes back burner stage. And that is where your viewers, your audience is won by your competitor. Consistency is the key. If you write one blog post in a day, then you should write one blog post every single day, because your audience, if they like your content, if they engage with your previous blog post, they're actually looking forward to your new blog post. And in the absence of one, you're giving them a fair chance of leaving your business and moving to someone else's blog post. You, of course, would not like to lose a potential reader, do you? The 10th important element is, now this is getting down to specifics, it is getting technical. So if you do not know and do not have any knowledge about this, perhaps hire a professional. Keyword analysis. You got to analyze your keyword. You got to analyze your competitor. Because if you try to write for something that is extremely difficult to rank on search engines, you are giving yourself no chance of being found for your business related keywords. So it is very important to take a right step before you write your blog post. The typical step is you identify your keywords, the keywords that are less competitive. Uber Suggest is one amazing tool. You can also find your keyword analysis. You can also do your keyword analysis on Ahrefs by seeing that keyword difficulty. If that falls in a green area, it's worth paying attention to, and you should go for that particular keyword. So keyword analysis is very important. You want to include keywords in your blog post that can be ranked, that are easy to rank, instead focusing on the keywords that are very hard to rank. For example, if I rank for digital marketing, it would be very difficult for a new blog to rank for this highly competitive keyword. But by including a long tail keyword, for example, digital marketing in Islamabad, I am giving myself a chance of getting ranked for this business related keyword. And when someone searches on Google, primarily because Google is the major search engine, if you are found in top 10 search results, people would be able to click on the link, go to your website, read your blog post, and perhaps contact you for their business inquiry. 11th element you see on your screen is the lack of social media sharing. And I have noticed many blogs missing this important element. If someone likes your blog, reads all the way till end, give them a chance to share your blog post to their different social media accounts, including but not limited to Facebook, Pinterest, LinkedIn, Twitter, and the list goes on and on. Last but not the least, the 12th important element is backlinking from your social media accounts. What does this mean? It means that if you got a good presence, everybody has got a decent amount of presence on social media, Facebook primarily. And if you are someone who doesn't like Facebook, perhaps you are on Twitter, and you use Instagram, you use Snapchat. Talk about your blog post on your social media accounts. Perhaps create a video. Educate your audience about your blog post. Give link in the description. This way, you'll be able to drive traffic from your social media accounts onto your blog post. It works. Trust me, I have scaled beingguru.com by driving huge amounts of traffic from Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, Quora, and of course YouTube channel. So if you pay close attention to these 12 elements, these 12 keys, there's a good chance as a beginner you'll be able to make an impact, create a brand, increase your viewership, and eventually make money. If you like this video, like this content, like my video, subscribe my channel and share it on your social media so it can help other bloggers as well.